Peter Underwood, and this is News from the Water. Or rather, it isn't. Now, for more than half a century as a working hack, I've had to deal with the so-called silly season, when the world's preoccupied with enjoying itself and real news is in short supply. Now, in a commercial news organisation, that threatens income, so news standards suddenly drop and any old rubbish appears. It's a public relation manager's wet dream. But News from the Water isn't a commercial operation, so we don't need to tell you, for instance, about Canal and River Trust's incredibly boring online campaign to attract more volunteers by running this. But we will give you a bit of good news from the restoration front, where volunteers have seen a lock they've restored used by a boat for the first time in more than 90 years. Grantham Canal Society and the Wergies, the Waterways Recovery Group, have rebuilt the formerly derelict Lock 14 near Stenworth, taking down the crumbling walls brick by brick and laying new foundations and rebuilding those same walls by hand. Now, this was a two-lock project, and Lock 15, the first, was reopened in September 2019, and there are still two locks left to fix to restore the whole flight. And there are a couple of events which may interest boaters travelling the system this summer and autumn. The recently restored Finley Gate Wharf in Burnley goes on show to the public on August the 28th, that's a Saturday, with a Heritage Open Day. Now, there'll be canal boat trips, a working forge, free willow weaving if that's your thing, and guided tours around the restored stone buildings. And the Lichfield and Hatherton Canals Restoration Trust is hoping to stage one of the few canal festivals this year over the weekend of the 18th and 19th of September. It should all be happening in Walsall Basin on the BCN. And talking of the BCN, it looks as if the Black Country Boating Festival will be going ahead this year as well, so that's good news. But that's all the sort of non-news for this silly season edition of News from the Water. I'll see you soon.
We need video and photos of all aspects of the waterways. Email files to peterunderwood2@gmail.com with your name and a brief description of it and where and when it was shot.